Hi, this is Lee McQueen, and still discussing our electoral season. Um, this is more about personalities rather than the actual process of voting or primaries or things like that. And this is actually regarding Elizabeth Warren. I've spoken of her earlier in previous videos. My earliest video where I speak of her is very flattering, based on what I perceive were her capabilities for being on anyone's ballot for president. But later, that opinion changed as I learned more about her. And the fact that, though she claims to be a progressive, she left progressives twisting in the wind this election season. And not just Bernie Sanders, but actually progressive voters themselves. She left them twisting in the wind, especially when Bill Clinton was electioneering illegally at a poll site in Boston, Massachusetts, her home state. She could have addressed that. She didn't. Bill Clinton actually shut down that poll site so people couldn't vote, and Bernie Sanders lost that state by single digits. Also, she could have endorsed Bernie Sanders and spoken on his political platform, which is progressive. She could have even gone so far as to campaign with Bernie Sanders in Boston or anywhere else, and she chose not to. So she made those choices. And then also, when Bernie Sanders supporters were accused of being sexist and violent and crazy, she had nothing to say about that. That was okay with her. And her silence was a form of acquiescence, like an agreement of, yeah, they are. And so she betrayed not only Bernie Sanders, but she betrayed the progressives that she claimed to be, when she didn't stand up for progressive views or even defend a progressive view. And then finally, the endorsement of Hillary Clinton. That was pretty much the strongest indication of what not to expect from Elizabeth Warren. But also the the meme, I guess we'll call it, of Donald Trump referring to Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas, and being responded to, well, that's sexist and that's racist and all these things. And Donald Trump finally apologized in a funny way. He said, I'll apologize for calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas, but I'm going to apologize to Pocahontas for that, because that's offensive to refer to, you know, Elizabeth Warren. That's offensive to Pocahontas. And so that was his reverse apology. Typical Donald Trump style. But I decided that I really didn't feel much outrage for Elizabeth Warren. Like Donald Trump, my outrage is that he insulted Pocahontas, because Pocahontas claimed her heritage and lived her heritage and embraced it. We have Elizabeth Warren, who's claiming Native American heritage, but she is not recognized by Cherokee Nation as being Cherokee or having that genetic leaning. They don't know her. They don't claim her. But what they said actually was only those who meet the requirements under Cherokee law should claim to be Cherokee. That was from Cherokee Nation. The members of Cherokee Nation tried to meet with Elizabeth Warren to get this all straightened out. She refused to. She refused to meet with them. She refused to talk to them about it. And supposedly that's her own people, that she didn't want to talk to them. So I thought that was pretty strange. Um, it doesn't end there. She claimed that heritage when she applied to UT Law School to work there. Also, University of Pennsylvania Law School, and then Harvard Law School. She claimed her Native American heritage, though she is not recognized by that tribe that she claims to be from. And apparently she hasn't been able to prove that claim either. So when she refers to herself as a person of color, which she did, she described herself as a person of color in the Harvard Women's Law Review. And that kind of, I don't know. You just wonder about that. Not only that, she submitted a recipe to a Native American cookbook that later people discovered she'd copied. She plagiarized the recipe. And not only just one, there was two recipes. So there's questions. And, again, going back to Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders visited several tribal lands during the course of his um, campaign, his primary campaign. Where was Elizabeth Warren? If she is what she says she is, where was she? Okay. But the real strange part of this is back in 2004, there's video of her criticizing Hillary Clinton as a corporate shill and calling Hillary Clinton out as a shallow, climbing kind of opportunist and borrowing Elizabeth Warren's ideas and using them and trying to claim them for her own. And then also flip-flopping on the bankruptcy law. So, what's going on? I don't even get that. I mean, she wants to be the VP for Hillary Clinton. It's a very damaged ticket already because it is Hillary Clinton's ticket. So already you're behind the eight ball. If you want to add yourself to a ticket of a woman who's under criminal investigation, who's got a reputation for corruption, who's got a reputation for being a liar and pro Wall Street and money grasping and grubbing, and you want to put yourself, even though you claim to be a progressive, on that ticket, we have to question your judgment too. And we also have to say, well, is her claim to be a progressive about as authentic as her claim to be a Native American? And how positive are we as Americans supposed to feel about that? And how positive are we as women supposed to feel about that? We have honorable women in office today. We have women who worked honestly to achieve their goals, and they are in positions of power, ready and able to lead this country. And yet, and still, we've got Elizabeth Warren, who might be a progressive and might not, whatever she says it is, who might be a Native American and might not, whatever she says it is. We've got Hillary Clinton, who's whatever. And these are the women that we have available to us to vote into office, and we're supposed to be happy about that. No,